How good of a game was that from you guys coming out of a extended break?
Yeah, no, I mean, especially coming out in our first, like the first period we had after a break like that, it's good to come out and have some jump and have some life. I mean, we let up a couple times throughout the game, but um, we can clean that up.
What did 97 bring to the lineup for you guys? Was there a bit of a boost and a lift when you guys got him back?
I think so. I mean, have a player like that back in your lineup, and you can see obviously he hasn't lost a step. He's so much speed and vision and playmaking through the middle. It's we need that.
How nice is it to chip in offensively? First one in a little while for yourself.
Yeah, it's. Like I said, I'm glad I don't have to go another full season without scoring a goal. So it's. It's not my main role, but it's nice when it happens. Cool.
Yep.
So I think for him coming back, you see the energy that he's bringing. It's contagious for sure.
That was your first time playing with him on the line. What was it like?
Yeah. It takes your breath away a little bit how fast he is. You got to be able to get him the puck quick. But I thought as a line we played well. I thought there was certain areas that we can improve on. I thought we had trouble staying in their end and getting a cycle going. But I mean, those are things that are going to come. So. I think special teams wise, I thought we obviously got two there, and that's something to build on too.
Sorry, jumped in really late.
Yep.
But as a team, coming off a long break, how do you guys feel you came out?
At the end of the day, we got the win. I think special teams, was good tonight. 2 goals in the power play and nothing against, shorthanded. So, anytime you win the special teams battle, you're gonna have a chance to win. So, we had some areas that we can maybe improve on. I thought we gave up a little bit too much. They had 35 or whatever shots, but it's definitely a start.
With your most colorful pool player, how would you describe it? Saw it all develop.
Yeah, I mean, I was just talking earlier. I think the last time I went on the 1-on-2 didn't end very well for me. So a little bit of a better result this time. It was a nice goal, I guess.
Did you your celebration? I mean, it kind of looked like 3 months of frustration or whatever kind of came out there. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, 3 months of waiting around, a lot of grumpy days and all that. So definitely felt really good to get that one.
You said timing might be an issue for you or your biggest challenge, as you make your return, but was it as seamless as it seemed coming back?
I think what really helped was the opening shift. I was obviously feeling a little bit nervous, and to get the puck that many times on an opening shift, I think it helps just get a little bit of confidence back and feel good for a little bit. So, yeah.
Can you describe how important it was to have that first shift? That was an amazing first shift.
Yeah, I think it was important. Like I said before, I was feeling a little bit nervous before the game, and to be able to get the puck a couple times and make some plays, and it definitely felt really good, and it was a big boost to the confidence.
Did you surprise even yourself a little bit with the timing and the speed that you did have?
I think maybe a little bit. I definitely didn't expect to be able to do that or play that kind of game. I was very happy with how I felt, and timing and all that felt pretty good. So it's one game though. Got a bunch left.
First look on this line playing with these two. I mean, how do you think the points were there, but overall, how do you think it went for the three of you as a group?
Yeah, the points are there. I mean, that doesn't really matter though. I think we did some good stuff, some stuff we need to improve on as well. I don't think we had too much zone time 5-on-5. A lot of our stuff came off the rush, so stuff to for sure work on. But a lot of stuff that I thought we did very well.
Did you feel you heard the crowd? I mean, they were clearly excited tonight, chanting your name at the end.
singing
Yeah.
Sweet Caroline. I don't think they do that every night.
Yeah, it was definitely made it very special. I mean, the fan support here in Edmonton is unbelievable, and you know, they definitely made this night very special for me.
And safe to say the shoulder just felt fine.
Yeah, it felt good. It's been feeling good for a while now, and obviously didn't know how it would hold up in game action, but you know, I was happy with how it felt.
You didn't have to think about it out there, like you weren't in any way tentative or even thinking about it?
No, not too much. Once you get your first couple of bumps out of the way, like I said yesterday, you get a little bit more confidence in it, and so I was happy with it.
Just back to the goal, Connor. What did you see and how the play kind of transpired?
I don't know. I just tried to get inside position on the 1D, and then the other D came over, and I'm lucky I didn't get killed actually if he stepped up on me. So yeah, maybe a little bit of luck, a little bit of this and that, and it felt pretty good.
In today's game, it's considered bad form generally to try to go 1-on-2 and beat the defense. It just never happens anymore. It happened for you. Did it look like a 1-on-2 when you started?
Benny and I actually were kind of fighting over the puck in the middle, and ended up just getting it. I think maybe that might have helped confuse them a little bit, so they might have been caught a little off guard. So I think maybe it was just a little bit of the perfect storm. Yeah.
Thanks, Connor.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Connor.
That was an odd game, and that you seem to be playing better in the second period, but the second period is where things got away from you. What happened there in that second?
Well, yeah, I mean, in the first, obviously, they had their legs, they had the jump. We didn't play well. Corpy was the difference. Could have been 4-5-0 after the first period, but he played well. We were able to come in with a lead, and like you said, we got better as the game went on, and especially in the second, we just some breakdowns and a couple power play goals, and they got a good team over with lots of skill, and they're gonna make you pay when you make mistakes.
And you continue to get more shots. I think by the end of the game, you wound up either equal or outshooting them, but they weren't good quality opportunities, right? Were they just keeping you away from the net?
I don't know. I thought we had a lot of quality opportunities, especially in the second period there, and early in the third. We had a couple posts, Talbot make some big saves. Could have changed the game. It obviously didn't, but we got to refocus, make sure we have a good practice day tomorrow, and be ready to start the game on time because we were a step behind for the first 20.
Yeah, do you feel like there was just a little maybe rust or something that had to work off in the first period?
I mean, yeah, you're going to be rusty, but listen, both teams had the All-Star break, and I think they even had more time off than we did. So, so we can't use that as an excuse. We got to make sure we're ready to play from the drop of the puck, and something we'll talk about, I'm sure, tomorrow and focus on for the game in Vancouver.
That All-Star break gives you a chance to reset.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of things to go through, and I think he's going to have some things to point out. But I think just have a day off. No, practice tomorrow, there it is, and then get ready for the game.
The break gives you a chance to reset, work on your second, start fresh. Having said that, how did you think you did?
I mean, if the break was good, but obviously we want to come in and keep winning the games. And like today, like I said, it wasn't good enough. There's no excuse for the travel. There's no excuse for the break. You just got to find a way, and we didn't do it today. So we just got to get ready for the next game. I mean, this is the end of the season right now, the last 30 games, so we got to start winning.
Were you guys conscious of this being McDavid's first game back since November?
Yeah, but we're not trying to focus on that one. We just focus on our game. He's back. He's a great player for sure, but you can't look at those players and just have respect for him. You got to go out and play hard against everyone.
They kind of put the hurt on you there. What happened in the second?
Yeah, it was weird. I mean, like you said, they were all over us in the first, and we come out with a 1-0 lead, and then I thought we were actually playing some really good hockey, but just some goals that were untimely, and a couple of bad bounces, and now we're chasing the game, and it just seems like we couldn't find our offense. It's got to score more than one goal, especially on the road to win. We just got to give their goalie credit, but myself. I mean, I had about 5 glorious chances and just seemed like everything was bouncing the wrong way. So, got to regroup here and get ready for Van.
And what's the difference between closing, which they were able to do, and not closing, which you guys couldn't do? Was it? I mean, Talbot obviously was on top of his game. That had a huge factor.
Yeah, I think so. I think it was. I mean, we caught up to him actually in shots, and you could just see our game was starting to get better. But I think it's just defensively not letting them get that transition going, and they obviously have a pretty dynamic player that came back tonight and made some good plays for him. But I thought for us it was just we had a lot of chances, just didn't bury the puck. I mean, we had glorious chances, and it's just it's probably the difference of the game.
And with that player, he brought a speed that maybe you don't want to see in the first game back from the break, right?
Yeah, he's definitely as advertised, I thought. I mean, he's a heck of a player, and he's going to be a good one for a long time. So, but it's a guy that you have to watch and know he's out there. But there's other guys that can help and do the job for us, and we just kind of allowed him too much time and space. And like I said too, as much as they scored, we had chances as well and didn't bury, and that's probably the difference of the hockey game.
As good a first period as we've had all year. I was truly concerned about our get up and go and our ability to jump on them, and we had a real good start. Unfortunately, we were down one, but he was the catalyst there to get us on the power play right away. He had a hell of a night, and we certainly missed him.
You've coached for a long time, and you just spent the last 2 days mentioning you were concerned that the team would be worried that McDavid was going to come back and carry the team, and that's exactly how it went.
Yeah, he was, throw any adjective you want out there positive for our group, but our group also responded to him, which is a good sign. He was the catalyst tonight. Every night you have to have a catalyst if you're going to have success. He certainly was, and the group responded to him. I was concerned about him being the catalyst and our group sitting back and not participating, but they did. So, we're maturing. It's a good thing. A hell of a win for us, but until this is the coach in me, when we finally get to where we want to get to, that game will be played a little different. It will be tightened up second and third period. There will be less loose plays. We'll be suffocating teams, and I talked to our group about that. When you play against LA, Chicago, St. Louis, Boston, Washington, and they're up 4-1, you just keep looking at the clock because you don't believe you have a chance. And we're not there yet. We don't get to play in enough of those games where we get to work on it. So we'll get better eventually when we get in more of those games. But when we finally get to that point, we will have arrived. But we've got some work to do.
We've watched different great players come along in different ages. I'm not sure we've seen one that 14 games in his career can be the best player on the ice for NHL players. It's happening really fast for this kid.
It is. Fast. You used the word. He's quick, he's fast, he's smart, he's slippery. He's got a skill level, a hunger level to go with it. Like I said, you can use any adjective you want. I think that was a lot of pent-up frustration on his behalf too, wanting to be out there and get going. So he used it up quite quickly on the opposition. Now we need to keep him going and up and running, and get some other guys healthy. Hopefully when Clef and Nuge and Davey and the rest of the crew come back, they can have an impact on our team as well.
It might not have been by design necessarily, but first shift, you start him, draws a penalty, you want the power play out there, and then they have sustained pressures. First shift was over 2 minutes long. Did that help him sort of? He said it.
It probably did. It wouldn't have happened that way had we not drawn the penalty. But he drew the penalty. He earned the right to be out there for the power play, and they spent most of that time in their zone, so there was no need to change. They weren't tired. So perhaps that got him really into the game as an individual and got the team going.
Todd, on the goal, Connor mentioned he takes on 2 guys to score that goal, and he mentioned that's how he got hurt.
Yep.
In the first place. Did you?
Not at the moment, but after, when you kind of reminisce of what's happened in the past, quite eerily similar. The injury happened much deeper though, but same type of play where he's trying to split the D, and shows that he's overcome what happened to him earlier in his career, and he's able to go out and play without any fear. So good for him.